Hey, good evening. Happy Sunday night to you. Hope you guys are doing great. What I wanted to do is do another little Sunday night Let's Talk Leadership. I'm actually at a life group meeting, and so there are kids jumping on the trampoline around me. We're having dinner. I just had dinner. I thought I'd sneak out real quick. Where's everybody from when you're tuning in? Love to see who's joining in with us. Good evening to you. Hello. From LA, excellent. Hello, hello. South Georgia, as opposed to North Georgia, Illinois, St. Louis, North Carolina. Glad to have you guys joining in as you're coming in. Every Sunday night we talk leadership, and if this is something that you enjoy and you want to tell others about it, you're welcome to retweet. Also, before we dive in, hey guys. Hey, wave. Those are kids playing. I was going to tell you that I've got a new book coming out called #Struggles, Following Jesus in a Selfie-Centered World. If you want to get an early copy, you can actually go to the website craigrochelbooks.com. And if you pre-order a copy, you can actually download a free digital copy now. So there's a little plug for #Struggles. Let's dive into some leadership teaching for tonight. We're going to talk about empowering people, empowering other great leaders. We'll do part 1 today, and the next Sunday evening we'll do part number 2. Key thought, if you want to jot this down or just remember it, very important: the potential of your organization rests in the strength of its people. Always remember, no matter what, the potential of whatever organization you lead, your church, your ministry, your business, the potential of your organization rests in the strength of its people. The key to success in any organization is identifying, developing, and empowering the right people. We could do a talk on each of these. Identify the right people, develop the right people. Tonight I want to talk about empowering the right people. When you're thinking leadership, think people, 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 people. Here's the problem. A lot of times, for example, in my world, when people come in and say, hey, I want to learn how to do church at multiple sites, what they end up doing is they say, how do we determine where's the right location? How do we have the right financial strategy? What about the equipment? What kind of camera do we need? What kind of projectors do we need? What kind of screens do we need? And I always say that's not where you start. What you start with is people, people, people. The potential of your organization rests in the strength of its people. Don't ask those technical questions. Find the right people, and the rest will take care of itself. Here's the challenge. Most leaders are trying to figure out the right strategy. The best leaders are obsessed with empowering the right people. Let me say it again. Most leaders are trying to figure out the right strategy. The best leaders are obsessed with empowering the right people. Remember, we don't find great leaders, we build great leaders. Then we empower them and let them lead. Let's talk for a couple more minutes. Greatest example of empowerment in the Bible, in my opinion, is Jesus. He identified 12 men, developed them, empowered them. He spent 3 years with them, and then he said in Matthew 28, verses 18 and 19, he told his disciples, I've been given all authority on heaven and earth. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Great Commission, it absolutely and completely, clearly communicates the two currencies of empowerment. It clearly communicates the two currencies of empowerment. Currency number 1 is clarity. Currency number 2 is trust. So here's what we're going to do. We're always going to communicate with clarity and extend trust. We communicate. We want to empower people. What do? We communicate with clarity and we extend trust. How was Jesus clear? He was clear on the what and the where. Go and make disciples was the what? Where? All nations. Notice what he was not clear on. He didn't tell them how. Why? Because he trusted them to figure out how. He gave them the what, he gave them the where, he didn't give them the how. He said, I've trained you, now I'm empowering you, and I trust you to get the job done. Now, people always ask, how do I know if I can trust someone? The best way to figure out if you can trust someone is to trust them. The best way to figure out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. Jesus said, I'm leaving. It's up to you. So here are a couple thoughts if you want to jot these down. Clarity and trust. Clarity without trust produces fear and inaction. Think about it. Some of you, you've been a part of an organization where what you're supposed to do was clear, but someone didn't trust you completely. So what did it produce? Fear and inaction. You don't want to mess up. Clarity without trust produces fear and inaction. Trust without clarity produces work without direction. Think about it. I trust you, but I'm not clear. So you go work, but there's no clarity, and so you end up spinning your wheels. Let's review. Next week, we're going to build on this. The potential of your organization rests in the strength of its people. Therefore, we will identify people, we will develop them, and we will empower them to do more than we can ever do. The key to success in any organization is identifying, developing, and empowering the right people. The two currencies of empowerment are clarity and trust. Therefore, we will communicate with clarity, and we will extend trust. I'll see you again next Sunday night as we talk leadership, part 2 of empowering people.